Ancient civilizations have left behind architectural and engineering marvels that continue to amaze us today. These structures not only showcase their ingenuity and the skill of their builders but also prompt us to ponder how such feats were achieved with the technology of the time. Here are some of the most unbelievable structures built by ancient civilizations. The Kailasa Temple, India. Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have the Kailasa Temple in India. This is one of the most jaw-dropping ancient wonders that seems almost impossible when you first hear about it. Carved directly into a massive rock face in the 8th century CE, this temple is part of the Ellora Caves complex but stands out because it's entirely monolithic. It was crafted from a single piece of stone. What's even more astonishing is the method of its construction. Artisans started at the very top of the rock and excavated downward, a technique that required impeccable planning and precision since any mistake could ruin the entire structure. The temple is adorned with incredibly intricate carvings depicting deities, mythical creatures, and elaborate scenes that showcase the artistry of the time. Dedicated to Lord Shiva and designed to represent his Himalayan abode, Mount Kailash, the Kailasa Temple isn't just a feat of engineering, it's a masterpiece that continues to baffle and inspire architects and historians. Can you imagine creating something so magnificent without the aid of modern technology? The Baalbek Trilithon, Lebanon. In our number 9 spot today, we have the Baalbek Trilithon in Lebanon. This is an ancient wonder that leaves even modern engineers scratching their heads. Located within the ruins of the Temple of Jupiter, these enormous stone blocks date back to the Roman Empire and are some of the largest ever used in construction. Each stone weighs around 800 tons, that's the equivalent of stacking about 130 African elephants. The question is, how did people over 2,000 years ago manage to move and precisely place such massive stones without the aid of modern machinery? While we don't have definitive answers yet, theories suggest that they might have used a combination of rollers, sledges, and sheer human effort, possibly involving thousands of workers. The precision and scale not only showcase the incredible engineering skills of the time but also highlight how much we still have to learn about ancient construction techniques. The Hypogeum of Halsaflini, Malta. In our number 8 spot today, we have the Hypogeum of Halsaflini in Malta. This is an underground marvel that seems almost too advanced for its time. Dating back to around 4000 BCE, this labyrinthine complex was carved entirely out of limestone using simple tools like antler picks and stones. It spans 3 levels filled with halls, chambers, and winding passages that could easily get you lost. What's truly mind-blowing is the builder's sophisticated understanding of engineering and acoustics. Some rooms are designed to produce unique sound effects. Imagine chanting in a chamber that naturally amplifies your voice in haunting ways. The precise workmanship and planning required for such a feat are astounding, especially considering the limited technology available over 6,000 years ago. The Hypogeum not only served as a necropolis but also stands as a testament to the incredible ingenuity of ancient civilizations. The Bano Rice Terraces, Philippines. In our number 7 spot today, we have the Bano Rice Terraces in the Philippines. These are an astounding example of ancient creativity that defies what we might think possible without modern technology. Over 2,000 years ago, the indigenous Ifugao people carved these terraces into the steep mountainsides of Ifugao province, creating a vast network of rice paddies that seem to ascend endlessly into the sky. While these terraces themselves cover a significant area, the entire system of rice terraces in the region extends over 10,000 square kilometers. What's truly mind-blowing is how they achieved this feat with just stone and mud walls, carefully crafted to adapt to the rugged terrain. They engineered an elaborate irrigation system that channels water from the rainforests above, allowing them to cultivate rice sustainably on steep slopes. Even more impressive is that these terraces have been meticulously maintained by countless generations, all without the aid of modern tools. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, Ethiopia. In our number 6 spot today, we have the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela in Ethiopia. These are mind-blowing feats of ancient engineering that seem almost impossible even by today's standards. Carved directly into solid volcanic rock during the 12th and 13th centuries, these 11 monolithic churches weren't built in the traditional sense, they were sculpted from the top down out of a single massive rock. Each church sits
10,
below ground level,
9,
nestled within
8,
deep trenches,
7,
and they're all interconnected by a maze
6,
of tunnels and
5,
narrow passages.
4, 3.
The workers
2,
had to plan everything
1.
with incredible precision because one mistake would ruin an entire
Liftoff
structure.
of Ares 1X.
What's even more
Testing
fascinating is the level
concepts
of
for
detail
the
inside
future
these structures.
of new
Ornate
rocket
windows,
design.
intricate carvings, and perfectly shaped doors all hewn from the surrounding rock. Commissioned by the king with the aim of creating a New Jerusalem in Ethiopia, these churches stand as a testament to human devotion and sheer determination. The fact that they accomplished this without modern tools or machinery is nothing short of astonishing. It's one of those historical marvels that makes you rethink what ancient civilizations were truly capable of. Great Zimbabwe Ruins, Zimbabwe. In our number 5 spot today, we have the Great Zimbabwe Ruins, which, of course, are in Zimbabwe. These are an astonishing glimpse into a medieval African civilization that flourished between the 11th and 15th centuries, serving as a royal palace for the Zimbabwean monarch. This ancient city is renowned for its massive stone walls built entirely without mortar, a construction technique that's pretty mind-blowing even by today's standards. The most iconic of these is the Great Enclosure, featuring walls that soar over 11 meters, or 36 feet, high and stretch approximately 250 meters in length. Crafted from meticulously cut granite blocks that fit together so perfectly, these structures showcase advanced masonry skills that leave historians and architects scratching their heads. How did they achieve such precision without modern tools? The sheer scale and craftsmanship of the Great Zimbabwe Ruins not only highlight the ingenuity of its builders but also challenge common misconceptions about the technological capabilities of ancient African societies. Sacsayhuaman Fortress, Peru. In our number 4 spot today, we have the Sacsayhuaman Fortress in Peru. This is an ancient wonder that continues to baffle historians. Perched on the outskirts of Cusco and constructed by the Inca in the 15th century, this colossal citadel showcases some of the most impressive masonry ever achieved. This fortress is built from massive stone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons. And here is the kicker, they're fitted together with such incredible precision that you can't even slip a knife blade between them. These precisely cut stones weren't just for aesthetics, their interlocking design was engineered to absorb seismic shocks from earthquakes, reflecting a sophisticated understanding of structural engineering that was way ahead of its time. The methods the Inca used to move and fit these gigantic stones remain a mystery, especially since they didn't have the wheel or iron tools. The Plain of Jars, Laos. In our number 3 spot today, we have the Plain of Jars in Laos. This is an ancient mystery strewn across the Xian Kuang Plateau, where thousands of enormous stone jars, some standing over 3 meters tall and weighing up to 14 tons, are scattered. Carved from solid rock using iron tools more than 2,000 years ago, these jars were somehow transported over considerable distances, a feat that seems nearly impossible without modern machinery. What's even more mysterious is their unknown purpose. Were they part of ancient burial practices, storage containers for food or water, or perhaps used in fermentation rituals for rice wine? The lack of historical records leaves us with only theories. The sheer scale and precision involved in creating and placing these massive jars challenge our understanding of what ancient civilizations were really capable of. The Ziggurat of Ur, Iraq. In our number 2 spot today, we have the Ziggurat of Ur. This is an awe-inspiring relic from the ancient world that defies our expectation of early human achievement. Built around the 21st century BCE by the Sumerians, this massive step pyramid was dedicated to the moon god Nana and stands as one of the earliest examples of monumental architecture. What's truly remarkable is that it was constructed using mud bricks for the core structure and then covered with baked bricks bonded with a natural tar, which was quite an advanced building technique for this time. Thousands of laborers would have been involved in this colossal project, meticulously stacking and aligning each brick to create a structure that could withstand the test of time. This wasn't just a religious center, it was a symbol of technological innovation and societal organization. Considering the limited tools and resources available over 4,000 years ago, the sophistication of this structure challenges our understanding of ancient capabilities. Nabta Playa Stone Circle, Egypt. And finally, in our number 1 spot today, we have the Nabta Playa Stone Circle, which is in Egypt. An ancient marvel that flips the script on what we think nomadic people were capable of thousands of years ago, dating back to 7000 BC. This prehistoric site in the Nubian desert is home to one of the world's oldest known astronomical alignments, predating Stonehenge by several millennia. It's astonishing to consider that these early societies had such advanced knowledge of astronomy that they could align stones with celestial events like the summer solstice and the arrival of monsoon rains. The stones were carefully arranged to track the movement of stars and planets, indicating a deep understanding of the cosmos. What's even more incredible is that this was accomplished by nomadic herders, not settled agriculturalists, showcasing their sophisticated observational skills and organizational abilities. The construction involved strategically placing stones in specific patterns, reflecting both astronomical expertise and remarkable planning. Alright, everyone, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Koski, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye, everyone.